Hi everyone, I have an emergency message for all of you, especially for my forever reincarnating Buddha spouse, Orlando Bloom, the actor of Legolas from the Lord of the Rings, and the actor of Lee Pace, the actor of Thranduil from The Hobbit, and also Orlando Bloom's special brother Honey Bloom. We need to make a last stand against the old evil gods. So here I am making this video to tell you the truth. I keep getting psychic videos, various psychic videos about how my ex has been doing after I left him, after I blocked him on social media, and after I left him to move to another country. I saw a video called "A Psychic Said He Couldn't Hold Back His Tears When He Realized How Much Pain You Had Endured," and I really have to make this video because I need to tell you the truth, so that you might be able to help me later, because old evil gods are going to make them come back sooner or later, even though they are not supposed to. They already got judged by God and Jesus Christ. But the old evil gods will still try to revive them again. But actually, I have no idea, because this is final world's end already, and the group have used up all of their spiritual life and spiritual power, so they aren't supposed to be reviving again in Britannia world or in future worlds. But just in case, I am making a final stand against my high school friends, and against my ex-boyfriends. My ex killed me up for 20 to 30 universes already. He never got judged by God and Jesus Christ. He got corrupted by old evil gods and deteriorated way too much. He became a prince of darkness. He and his spouse became a princess of darkness. He and his group of friends accelerated me to ascension. The old evil gods want to recycle him and his group of friends for another 1,000 universes. However, all of our saviors are saying no. Bodhisattva, Buddha, God, and Jesus Christ say that they need to receive that my ex and his spouse and his group of friends need to receive their judgment because they have become super mega supernova old evil gods descendants. They can no longer be saved by our saviors anymore. They can only be purified by our saviors over time for all eternity, basically. And then I saw another video done by the same psychic saying that the title says the new supply met the darkest version of your ex they never saw coming. All of this is posted on my Facebook. Apparently, basically, I am from the title, I am assuming that my ex turned into a very dark person, and their spouse totally wasn't expecting it. What I have to say about this is that my ex and his spouse have a soul contract to be together as final doomsday spouses. They are the right partners for each other. I knew them well in our past lives. He never got judged by God and Jesus Christ for 20 to 30 universes already. His spouse too, and his group of friends too. They have already become Prince of Darkness and Princess of Darkness. He seemed normal before, because all of our saviors and I purified him for all eternity. However, this killed our saviors and I for all eternity, basically. Okay, next video. There was one more video that I want to talk about. No, there are two more videos that I want to talk about. This third video was done by another psychic, who was a distant relative of my ex's female friend. Um, I have um the title of the video says bad situation after they left you. And what I have to say is that I have overpaid all of my karmic debts to my group of high school friends. That is why they are no longer receiving my blessings and merits that I have been sending through my Buddhist ceremonies anymore. The only reason I put up with my ex for so long was that I am everybody's final doomsday bodhisattva Buddha savior. However, my ex and his clan made bodhisattvas and Buddhas plus me to pay back all of our karmic debts to them for all eternity. Basically, that is what happened. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but this is what happened. Oh, looks like there's two more. Sorry, it looks like there's two more videos. The second to last videos says, the title says they settled for the wrong person. And what I have to say about this is that my ex and I are incompatible. He chose his current spouse for or partners in his past lives over me. He killed me up for 20 to 30 universes already, so the bodhisattvas and Buddhas banned him from prohibited him from getting back together with me. Bodhisattvas and Buddhas have placed him, his spouse, and his partners on the ultimate blacklist, on Savior's ultimate blacklist, on Bodhisattva and Buddha's ultimate blacklist. This means that they cannot reincarnate anymore. God and Jesus, they are not allowed to reincarnate anymore. God and Jesus Christ just found out that my ex and his spouses avoided God and Jesus Christ's judgment for all eternity. God and Jesus Christ are judging my ex and his spouses and his partners now, and his group of friends now, hoping that they will not come back to murder me again in our future worlds, in our future planets. Our saviors say that my ex and his spouses plus their friends forced Bodhisattva Buddha and me to pay off all of our karmic debts to them for all eternity. Recently, our saviors and I just finished paying back all of our karmic debts to my ex and his partners. Okay, moving on to the next video, which is probably the last video. Okay, so this last video done by the same psychic from last time. Her title says that my ex's partners or my ex's friends tried to start a fight with you, which is me. Okay, so what I have to respond to this is that the whole story between me and my ex was this. In ancient times, God and Jesus Christ sent my ex and his group of friends to me to get their hands on the legendary alien device for the Savior's clan. It is so that the Savior's clan can sacrifice themselves to bring back human civilization from past worlds. It was supposed to be a holy mission. I joined the Savior's clans around 10,000 universes ago already, so I was given the task to help God, Jesus Christ, Bodhisattva, and Buddha to use the alien device to retrieve our past world's human civilization. However, my ex and his group of friends got corrupted by old evil gods, and they deteriorated so much that they became Prince of Darkness and Princess of Darkness. My ex and his group of friends, sorry, I have to scroll down. My ex and his group of friends joined cults and covens eventually, and then they waged a humongous spiritual warfare against me. Their aim was to kill the saviors who were protecting me, the Bodhisattvas and Buddhas and God and Jesus Christ and other saviors who were protecting me. Ultimate God and Jesus Christ now say that my ex and his group of friends should have fulfilled their holy missions, but they failed. Instead, they listened to their cults and covens to sacrifice me to the old evil gods by 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 sacrificing me to be killed off by supernatural monsters. This is a long story. Back in university, during my freshman year and sophomore year, my ex and his group of friends drove me to a remote mountain campsite and left me there with alien devices. Their aim was to sacrifice me to be killed off by supernatural monsters attracted by the alien device. Our current God and Jesus Christ recorded all of their murderous actions toward me. Since Bodhisattva and Buddha already rated me to be a 15 out of 15 live Buddhist deity, my ex and his group of friends' diabolical actions count as treason of the Most High. After I left the US to escape from my ex and his group of friends, they badmouthed me behind my back to smear my name and reputation. God and Jesus Christ say that because I have already become a 20 to 20 live Christian deity, my ex and his group of friends committed blasphemy of the Most High. Ultimate God and Jesus Christ say this is the most evil crime to have ever committed in all human history. In all human history. The most evil crime to have ever committed in all human history. Now think about that. God and Jesus Christ want my ex and his group of high school friends to rest and take a humongous break for 10,000 universes because they have been working on this, because they worked on this holy mission for 10,000 universes, and they went from normal humans to super mega supernova old evil gods. So they need to take a super extremely long break for Bodhisattvas and Buddhas and God and Jesus Christ to purify them up again. Because my ex and his high school friends cold-bloodedly murdered me for 10,000 universes, God and Jesus Christ of the Most High are saying that this has got to stop because this violates their savior rules. Because too much injustice has been done to me already. So this has got to stop immediately. This was too much injustice. This goes against the Most High the Most High God's Savior rules to continue to give my ex and his high school friends another chance to get close to me again. The Most High God is sentencing my ex and his high school friends to the universe old evil gods furnace to help the other old evil gods to do turnover, which means recreation of the universe. And that's the end of my message. How long have I been recording? Okay, around 15 minutes. Okay, I am done for today. I am kind of pissed, but not too pissed because I expected this as for all eternity already. I expected these events to go down a long time already. For ages already. I knew this was going to happen anyway. I calculated this. foresaw this coming. I prophesied this would come. Basically, okay, anyways, I okay, anyways, I shouldn't tell people too much supernatural information. I am done for today. I hope you all guys I hope you guys all have a nice day. Um Peace out. I'm going to go. I'm going to go now. I have more important things to do. God and Jesus Christ want me to become a savior as soon as possible. Bodhisattvas and Buddhas uh don't have a choice but to ask me and my Orlando Bloom, my forever reincarnating Buddha spouse, and my my other Buddha spouses, Lee Pace, and Honey Bloom, Bodhisattvas and Buddhas have no choice but to ask me and my mom and possibly my grandma and the remaining of the Orlando Bloom's clans to become the next Bodhisattvas and Buddhas, because we are running out of Bodhisattvas and Buddhas, because God and Jesus Christ's spiritual life has ended 2000 about 1000 about 10,000 universes ago, and Bodhisattvas and Buddhas substituted over and kept on fueling God and Jesus Christ's spiritual life, and Bodhisattvas and Buddhas have just died. In recent years, their spiritual lives overspent, and now it's me and my clan and Orlando's clans, Lipe's clans, Honey Bloom's clans, and Buddhist monks clans. Now it is all of us new savior clans who are few who are feeling who are giving more, borrowing more, who are letting bodhisattvas and Buddhas borrow more spiritual life and spiritual power, basically. We have no idea how we can go on like this. Yeah, be on your best behavior. Yeah, be on your guard all the time. Yeah. Um, I'm not saying you should stress out about it and lose sleep, but we are experiencing a spiritual warfare every time we wake up. Yeah, my best advice is to spend the rest of your life studying religion, abandon all of your other jobs, study religions, become a religious person, and level up. Try to become if you're a Caucasian, try to become Japanese Buddhists. I know that I know that Orlando's clans became Japanese Buddhists in their past lives, and I would encourage all of them to continue to level up and eventually become Mahayana Buddhists. And for those who have already become Mahayana Buddhists, in Orlando's clans, continue to work on yourselves. We have to become the next new Bodhisattvas and Buddhas very soon, but we are not prepared, so we will end up getting killed up by all evil gods and aliens for all eternity. And but we will not go, but we will go extinct, but our saviors will get forced to revive themselves and resurrect our souls, and we will keep on leveling up until we become the new Bodhisattvas and Buddhas, and we will be leading our remaining religious people into the future, into future universes, and that is all I can prophesize right now, because I honestly don't know what will happen in the future. There are too many factors. um, Bodhisattvas and Buddhas and God and Jesus Christ are still at war with the old evil gods. So I cannot tell what will happen in the future, but don't expect us to reincarnate on earth again, because after this lifetime, most likely the old evil gods will kill all of our spirits and will destroy earth. So after this lifetime, we will probably get killed off by old evil gods for all eternity. We will probably get sent to the furnace, and after all eternity, after all eternity, Bodhisattvas and Buddhas and God and Jesus Christ will go to war with the old evil gods for all eternity, and and eventually we will get our Buddhist heaven back and our Christians heaven back. And I don't know how that's going to work out, because we ran out of time in this lifetime to become religious people. So we will probably die or for all eternity in Buddhist heaven and Christian heaven, and then we will probably get resurrected again in Britannia world, in the Britannia planet, in a supernatural world. We will probably get revived there, but don't expect our life to be good there. Expect our life to be hellish there, because we will be battling with old evil gods, and we will constantly die. But they will end up accelerating all of us to become Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. That's all I can say. Okay, I've exposed too much supernatural secrets. Peace out. I will talk to you guys all later. That's enough information for today. I will talk to you guys later. I have talked for more than 20 minutes. This will take forever for my video to load up on YouTube. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Have a good day. Goodbye.